Yeah, but also let's not have this idea that, oh well, what can the NHL do? Because that's a lot of the takes I'm seeing right now. Some former players, a lot of people on Twitter just throwing it out like, you can complain about the refs, but what do you want the NHL to do? I think it's pretty simple. Make them available for media pools. Like make them
No, I
available to answer. Come on.
no, no. If you want to change something, uh, and I don't like it, but I don't like that idea. I don't think that's going to help anybody. That's just going to create more drama. Hearing the refs talk after the game, because what are they going to say? Like, yeah, I screwed up the call or whatever. They're never going to say that. They're not going to be
They
100%
can
honest. They're going to
say
answer like general managers talk to us at the end of the season. They're just going to do, they're going to be trained how to speak about their blown calls, and it's just going to be like a robot talking to us. I don't think you're going to get anything there.
you're going to get accountability. You're also going to get less game management and all this other crap because they're not going to be able to come out and say, you know what, I gave a penalty out earlier, so I thought I should give one here. They're not going to be able to do that. You need some sort of accountability. Make them available. There's no harm in that other than us getting home a little bit later. Like, there's no harm in that. I think you got to do it. And hey, if it's more drama, good. The NHL needs that. The NHL needs more engaging stuff going on in their league. It, the problem, it's not a con, I don't think. If you have more drama, like that's what you want. That's what you want
No,
in the
it's
NHL.
petty. It's petty drama. It's not actual drama. It's you're not going to get anything. You're not going to get anything juicy out of a ref, man. There's no chance. I think
You might.
it's a waste of time.
You might.
If
You might
anything,
get it.
here's
You
the
look.
thing I would do. If anything, and I don't like this idea, but it's better to me than just talking to the ref after the game. You're not going to get anything from that. But there needs to be some sort of way to review penalties a little bit different. I know they've changed it for like majors or minors or high sticking, all that stuff that's been changed a little bit. I think you can have like in playoff situations. I wouldn't do this in the regular season, but in playoff situations, I don't have a problem with the call just being correct and having your best eyes, whether it's in Toronto or New York or wherever you want to send it to a video room, have them come to it. It's just to me, it's tough for. That's why I don't like the idea of a ref talking after the game, is because they made that call in the speed of play, and they might be wrong. You're not going to gain anything or change the game from them talking about it after the game. If they made a call that was wrong in the heat of the moment and they want to correct it, do that at the NHL. Let someone in the NHL or officiating handle that. Do that and make it a review type of situation. You don't change the game at all from a post game interview of a ref saying, like, if I think about post game interviews with refs, or I think of the umpire who blew that perfect game. Did that give that pitcher that perfect game? And I'm forgetting his name. I'm blanking on it. He threw a perfect game, and it was the one he blew the call at first base. You might remember this. You're a baseball guy. You're wearing a hat. Do you remember the
Jim
ref's name?
Joyce.
Yeah,
Jim Joyce was the umpire, not ref. And
whatever.
Armando Galarraga was the pitcher for
Yes,
the Tigers, who had his perfect game taken away, I believe, in the eighth inning by just a blown call.
I think wasn't it two outs in the ninth? I thought it was like last call.
No, I
Could be.
don't think.
I think it
Now I gotta
was.
look
I
it
think it
up.
was.
I thought it was
Yeah,
the
we might.
eighth.
But what I'm saying, you can look it up here. What I'm saying is that doesn't give him a perfect game. I mean, in his mind, maybe it's like, okay, I guess he sort of, thinks he did throw a perfect game. But I don't know, man. I don't think it comes back. It's not going to change the record books for it. And it's the same thing in a game. Like, hey, say there's a blown call in overtime. They can't review it because it's a minor. The teams end up scoring on the power play to win it, and it's over. What the hell are you going to gain from the ref talking about, maybe I didn't make the right call in game 7 in overtime there? Like, if you were able to review it, there's something that actually change the outcome of the game. You're not getting anything from a ref after the game.
You were right. One out away was Galarraga there. But back to the point, back to the conversation. We're a little over time. Alex, if you need to dip, go ahead. We'll close this out ourselves. This will go on for about 20 more minutes, I'm sure.
Alex
But
is good. You got
back
the
to the
kicker back
point.
on track. Alex is fine.
That's right. But back to the point, Chris. Having some level of accountability for the refs is not a bad thing. Like, but I can't get over this drama thing. Like, yeah, you say it's petty drama. Okay, name another type. That's the type you want. Like, that's exactly what you want, right? You want Alex Burrows calling out refs, right? You want that storyline. Think of that storyline. This one in Vancouver that you got to experience, Chris. Think of that if Jason Boshford, who was in that pool, or whoever, right, was in that pool talking to Burrows and gets that great quote about, what was his name? Stefan Auger was his name, I
Yep.
believe. Imagine he gets that quote. You get that quote. And now you get to go back to the ref himself and he gets to speak about it. Come on. Like, you're getting accountability. And look, I don't disagree with your replay review idea, other than the fact that games might take a little too long. I'm
Right.
not going to start with that, but let's focus on this post game presser thing, because I really really like the idea. I think you can only gain from it. I don't see an issue. Like I really don't. I don't like if the issue is, oh, it's going to cause petty drama. Who cares? Like we need more of that in this sport.
I don't think that you gain anything from it. I think the accountability that you mentioned is there for a ref to put on that jersey and go referee an NHL game. They know they have to be accountable for their calls, and I don't think you're gaining anything by making them speak after. I just,
That's fair.
that's just how I feel about it.